Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has pledged to build smart digital Bangladesh utilizing modern technology. She also stressed on using digital service in different sectors. The PM was addressing the convocation of IUT at Ghazipur on Tuesday. She also highlighted various steps taken by her government for the spread of madrasa education, along with maintaining religious harmony by giving equal opportunity for all religious community. The PM hoped the IUT graduates, with their knowledge on technology, would contribute towards the welfare of the people. She also upheld the contribution of Muslim scientists for their contribution in the field of science and technology.
And Deputy Minister for Education, Kingdom Bangladesh, known for
BNP leader Iqbal Hasan Mahmud Tuku's 9 years and Aman Ullah Aman's 13 years imprisonment has been upheld by the High Court. At the same time, the court has ordered them to surrender within the next 2 weeks. On Tuesday at around 11:30 a.m., the High Court bench of Justice M.D. Nazrul Islam Talukdar and Justice Khizir Hayat announced the verdict. In 2007, the ACC filed a case against the former Minister of State for Power, Iqbal Hasan Mahmud Tuku, on the charge of concealing the account and source of income of Taka 4 crore 96 lakhs and 11,916. On November 15th of the trial court sentenced him to 9 years in prison. On June 15, 2011, when Tuku appealed against the verdict of the High Court acquitted him. However, the ACC appealed against the High Court's verdict, and in January 2014, the Appellate Division squashed the acquittal and ordered a rehearing. Owners of more than one car on the budget could face a carbon tax. The aim is to reduce carbon emission and air pollution. If everything goes well, the Finance Minister will propose a surcharge on this in the budget. From the next financial year, if there are more than one car under the same name, a carbon tax will be paid from Taka 20,000 to Taka 3 lakh if the proposal is passed. The number of registered vehicles in the country is more than 57 lakh, including more than 6 lakh private cars, jeeps and microbuses. Meanwhile, there are 30 lakhs of vehicles moving on the roads of Dhaka. On the other hand, the traffic congestion is increasing and the city is getting warmer due to the heat of the cars. In this situation, to protect the environment, to reduce carbon emission, there is a demand to take regulatory measures in the upcoming budget. However, car dealers do not agree with the plan to impose a surcharge on the second private vehicles. The Anti-Corruption Commission has found evidence of fraud in 2,411 answer sheets in the major appointment of Department of Health. The agency's inquiry report recommended a case against the appointment committee. Health Department has taken initiatives to meet the shortage of technical manpower in government hospitals during the corona crisis. As a part of this, the government has decided to hire about 2,800 vacant posts, including medical technologists, technicians and cardiographers in 2020. Among them, 4,453 candidates passed the written examination for the post of medical technologists and technicians. But those who passed, about 85% of them got very good marks. Hence, the suspicion took place. After this incident came to the attention of ACC, the oral examination was taken very strictly. It can be seen that most of the candidates who scored the highest marks in the written test could not answer the questions in the oral test. The examination was finally cancelled and recently taken afresh. The investigation of ACC revealed major corruption in the recruitment process of 2020. BNP leaders are taking part in Khulna City Corporation elections, ignoring the threat of lifetime expulsion. After Ghazipur, half a dozen of leaders have become the councillor candidates in the Khulna City Corporation elections. They say that they will take part in the election and have been given that some leaders of BNP has to run for the post of councillor and reserved women councillors in the Khulna City Corporation election. BNP has warned of taking strict organizational measures against those who participate in the election by ignoring the party decision. This year, 174 candidates are competing for the post of councillor and reserved women councillor in the Khulna City Corporation elections. Army League's AHM Khairuzaman Litton is leading in terms of education and wealth among the four mayoral candidates in the Rajshahi city election. A graduate in English, Litton's profession is law and a large sum of money is coming from fisheries. His total income is Taka 2 crore 98 lakh and 10,000. The other three candidates have an annual income of Taka 3 lakhs each. Jatiya Party candidate Saiful Islam Shapun is a self-educated BA in English and LLB pass. Litton's profession is a law business. The affidavit shows that his annual income is Taka 2 crore 98 lakh and 10,000 Taka, including the agricultural sector, house and shop rent, fish farming and mayor's honorarium. Litton pays regular income tax against his income. Sushashoner Jonno Nagorik Sujon said that it is necessary to look into that whether the candidate is acquiring wealth anonymously by evading taxes or not. By profession, fourth-class employee of Rajuk, he is a broker in the sale and purchase of Rajuk's land. However, under the cover of the brokerage, he took advantage of the opportunity and wrote the land of billions of Taka to the buyers in his own name, blackmailed in various ways. On such complaint has been received by the Intelligence Department against Rajuk employee named Debashish Shaha. If the complaint is proved, the police are talking about taking action. A victim woman described the various allegations against Debashish Shaha. Several years ago, the victim's father contacted Debashish to write off all the property to his only daughter. He wrote all the land in his own name of his daughter. Later, when the victim approached to sell the property and to buy Rajuk's plot, Debashish seized the opportunity and registered the entire land in his own name. If a complaint is made, the detective police said action will be taken after investigation. The verdict of former military ruler BNP founder Ziaur Rahman's murder has not been announced even in 42 years. According to the BNP leaders, the former president was killed because he was walking on the path of democracy from anarchy. On August 15 in 1975, Bangabandhu along with his family was killed. Eventually, Ziaur Rahman came to power in coup after coup. Later, Ziaur Rahman formed Bangladesh Nationalist Party in 1978, wearing military uniform. President General Ziaur Rahman was killed by a group of army personnel in Chattogram Circuit House on May 30, 1981, after 3 years of administration. After Zia's assassination, 13 military officers were executed from army mutiny in military court rule. However, during the 2 terms in power, no trial initiative was taken. Rather, the case was closed within the final report. No committee has been formed even after a year has passed since the Chattogram Jubilee Council. Aspiring leaders and activists are frustrated and disappointed because there is no committee for a long time. Some of them are also involved in conflict over dominance. On this day, on the last year, the Council of Chattogram Metropolitan Jubilee League was held in the presence of central leaders. A committee was supposed to be formed, but it did not happen yet. Last year, the followers of the former General Secretary of Chattogram University Chhatra League, Fazle Rabbi Sujon and Nurul Azim Roni, got into the clash in front of the central leaders of Chattogram Press Club over supremacy. The conflict is increasing because there is no committee. Meanwhile, after the scrutiny, the General Secretary of the party has said that the committee will be formed soon. to buy elevators. A high level of criticism has been started across the district in this incident. People say that the waste of money like this is a cheating to people. However, the authorities claimed the tour has been organized according to the rules. A total of 5 modern buildings, including academic buildings, students' residential halls, are under construction of Papua University and Science and Technology. About 25 elevators will be bought for their buildings. The 6 members of delegation team includes Papua and Science Technology University Deputy Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. S.M. Mustafa Kamal Khan, the Treasurer Professor Dr. K.M. Salahuddin, Engineer Farid Ahmed, MD Ripon Ali Zahir, Muhammad Zihaul Abidin and Project Director Retired Lieutenant Colonel G.M. Azizur Rahman. Questions have been arised about the justification of such trip by wasting public money.